Hello everyone, thank you and welcome to our YouTube channel. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can create this form, connect this form with the database in the backend, and I will show you how you can do all the backend setups and the table setups in the database. So whenever someone fills this form, maybe let us try to input to fill this form. Input the username, the email address, the password. Let me input the password that I want to use in this form, and then confirm the password, and then click register. These details will be saved on the database, and it will say that registration successful, please log in, and it will redirect you to a login page. So guys, when you go to your database and refresh your database here, you should be able to see the registered credentials, the username that I used, the email address, and the password. The good thing with this is the password will always be hashed, and no one can be able to see the password of the users, even if he or she is the admin of the website. So guys, something else, when I come here and try to log in using different credentials, it will automatically say that invalid username or password. But when I log in using the details that I had registered with, let me use them, it will say that Owen, welcome Owen, you are logged into your account, and now you can go back and log out. Something else, if someone doesn't have an account, when he clicks register, it will redirect him or her to a register form. But when he has an account and clicks login, it will redirect him or her to a login page, and from there he can proceed and log in. So guys, we will cover that and much more on this video. So guys, if you have not subscribed this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button for more informative content like this, and let's get started. First, we will need to go to any browser of our choice. In our case, I'm using Safari, but for yours, you can just use any browser. You can use Chrome. So just go into your search bar, and then make sure you click XAMPP, and then just click enter. So from there, you should be able to see XAMPP by apachefriends.org. So you'll see download button, just click download link. Then from there, you will see the different or various operating systems. There is Windows, there is Mac OS, there is Linux. So you will download the software according to your operating system. If you're using Windows, just make sure you click Windows, or if you're using Linux, click Linux. For our case, I'm using Mac OS, so you just need to click download 64-bit. So from there, you should give it some time, and it should start installing XAMPP into your computer. So you'll see XAMPP downloading here. So you just need to give it some time, and it will be complete. After XAMPP is successfully downloaded into your computer, make sure you install it. And after installing it, you should be able to see something like this. XAMPP into your apps or into your softwares, you should be able to see XAMPP. And then what I need to do is to click this XAMPP. It is in my other software, so you just need to click XAMPP, and then from there I'll be able to see something like this. You can see MySQL database is stopped, Prof FTPD is stopped, Apache web server is stopped. So for our case, we'll be using MySQL database so that we can using it to store our data, our form data, and also to be able to run it locally, we'll need to start Apache web server. So I just need to click MySQL database to start, and then I should also do that to Apache web server and make sure it is running. So just give it some few minutes, and from there you should be able to see green lights on both. Just don't turn on Prof FTPD. So from there, our MySQL database is running, our Apache web server is running. So something else I want you to note is that after installing XAMPP into your computer, it normally comes with it files, and those files are very important because we'll be using them to do something else later on. So I want to show you that those files. When I come here to welcome, I should come here to where there is open application folder. When I click there, I should be able to see the XAMPP files. You can see there is htdocs, which we will be using it later on. So from there, because you have seen, we'll not use these files at the moment, but I want to show you where we'll use them. So after we have successfully installed our XAMPP, I want us to go into our code editor. For our case, I'm using Visual Studio Code, and then I'll just need to click it. From there, let me try to create a new folder. So on the top side of your screen, on the top bar of your screen, you will see code, you will see file, edit, selection. So just select file, and then from there, make sure you click open folder. So we need to create a new folder. So you can see, if you're using Windows, make sure you follow these steps too, because it is just similar. The only difference is that I'm using Mac OS, but just follow the steps. So when you're here, you'll be able to see this. So make sure you come here and select XAMPP. After installing XAMPP, you should be able to see XAMPP on the list. Make sure the main folder is XAMPP, and then inside XAMPP, remember I showed you we have what we call, inside XAMPP we have what we call htdocs. So I want us to input that folder which will contain our files, and those files we will edit them in the Visual Studio Code. I want those files to be inside htdocs, and inside htdocs we'll have another folder called, maybe we'll just give it a name according to our form, how we will call our form. So just go back. You can see the main folder is XAMPP, and then I want the folder that we will be editing our files in will be inside htdocs. So you just need to click htdocs, and then from there we need to create a new folder inside htdocs. So just click create new folder. So we can give our folder name as maybe users form. Let's just give it that name, and then just need to click, and then from there just click create. So you can see inside htdocs we have user form. Remember, the main folder is XAMPP, and then inside XAMPP we have htdocs, and then inside htdocs we have users form. So this folder is where we'll input our files, or our codes will be inside this users form. Just make sure you click open. So after clicking open, it will redirect you into your environment. You can see. So this is our users form. So from here, we want to start creating our files inside users form. We'll need to connect our database with our front end files. So I'll just need to click this database.php. We'll be using PHP in this. So you just need to click enter. I already have some code that I will use in this tutorial. So you can get all the codes, all the source code from the link on my bio, and you can use them by yourself. So this is the code for database.php. We are using localhost. Our database name will be user authentication. The username is root, and then password. We will not use password because we are running it locally. Next, we'll need to create a register.php where our registration form will be from. So we just need to come to create a new file, and then name it register.php, and then just click enter. From there, I can come here and paste my code that I had created. So from there, after clicking register, this is the form that users will be registering with. From there, just come here and create login.php. This folder will be creating, will be having the form that after registering, you can use that form to log in into your dashboard. And here is the code. So that is how it is looking. So, but after logging in, we'll be having a dashboard. So you register, you log in, and then you come across a dashboard. You'll just need to create a new file by the name dashboard.php, and then just click enter. The code for that is this. So you can get all this code on use the link on my description. You will see the whole code that you will use. You can actually adjust anything on this code. So after creating dashboard.php, after getting into a dashboard, we'll need to log out into our account again. Just come here and create a new file by the name logout.php, and then just click enter. So here is the code for logout.php. So I'm going to create a new video, a long video on how I'll be explaining all this, how all this is working, how I am connecting database with our files. I'll explain that on another video. I want this to be a simple video. So you have created register.php, login.php, logout.php, database.php, dashboard.php. This is where our database is connected with our front end. After doing that, we are good to go. Make sure you save all these changes. So when I click save, it should remove this white mark here when I click save. So make sure you save. After pasting, make sure you save all the data into that folder, our user form folder. So we can confirm that we have saved all the files inside user forms, the user form. And remember, our user form is in htdocs, which its main folder is XAMPP. So guys, from now let us go into our XAMPP, and from here I want to show you how you will be creating tables on XAMPP, and how you can be registering and testing all these. You'll be registering and also logging in, and how the data will be saved there. So I want us to go back into our browser to our phpMyAdmin, connect our forms, our register form, login form, logout form, dashboard form with our tables, with our database tables, so that if there is any data that is filled from these forms, it can be saved into our database tables. So you'll just need to go back into any browser of our choice. So because XAMPP, remember XAMPP is already running, so you can access it locally into your computer, localhost /phpMyAdmin. Just click enter. From there, guys, you should be able to see something like this. This is our phpMyAdmin. We want to create a new database. So what you will need to do is to come to where there is SQL. After clicking SQL, you can see we want to run a command, an SQL query. So what we are doing here, we want to create tables. So guys, I want you to use this query. I'll put the link on my description, where you can access all that query and all the other codes that we have used. So that's why I have told you, if you have not subscribed to this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, so that whenever I create a full video explaining all this and how it works and why something is working the way it is working, you can get to understand. So I want to run this command so that I can create a user authentication table. Remember our table, we want to name our table like this one, and then use this table, and then use is user authentication. So we want to create a table with this variable character, which is 50, variable character 100, variable character 255, and then timestamp is by default. So after pasting it here, on the top you can see go button. So you'll just need to click go button, and I want you to observe the left side of your screen, because you can see all these recent, there is information schema, MySQL performing schema. So we want to create our table by the name user authentication. When I click this go, I should be able to see this user authentication table here. You can see it. So whenever we register using the form that we have created, to see the username of the person who have registered, his or her email address, his or her password, and the time, the exact time, the live time that he or she has created that or has used that form. So guys, what I want us to do next is to try and access our forms. So you just need to go into a new tab, and then come here and search local host / remember our form was called user form, users form, and then we want to access register.php form. So just need to click register register.php form. So when I click enter, I should be able to see our form here. So I want us to try to input this form, to fill this form here, and see whether if our data or maybe the user's data will be saved below here. So you just need to come here and maybe try creating using my name. Let me just input my name, and then my email address, and then maybe let me input my password, confirm the password. So I'll just need to click the register. So when I click register, it will say registration successful, please log in. So whenever I use my email and then the password that I have used or I have created using this form, I'll be able to log in. But before that, let's go back into our PHP MyAdmin PHP dashboard and see whether it has saved. So if you want to check that, you need to refresh this one, and you should be able to see we have successfully connected our database with our forms. So whenever someone registered using his or her name, email, and input a password, the good thing with this guys, I want you to begin here. You can see the password is hashed. The password is very secured. No one can be able, whether the owner of the website cannot be able to access the password of the user. You can see the password is hashed, and it was created at exact at what time? 2025 May date 1. You can see exactly at what time. So I want us to try and register a new, maybe another user. Let me come here and try to register another user by the name, maybe let me name Kevin, and then maybe the email address, let me say Kevin at gmail.com, and then the password, let me try to input any password and then confirm the password. I'll just need to click register, and then it will say the registration successful. So let us go back again into our database. When we refresh our database, we can be able to see that the new user by the name Kevin is registered, and the email, the password is hashed also. So guys, that's how you do it. So I want us to try and log in. Let me come here and try to log in using my email address, and then let me input my it is requesting the username. My username I had used, let me check, I had used Owen, and the password, let me try to input the password that I had used. Let me input my username was Owen, and then the password, let me try to use a different password and see what it will say. It will say invalid, it will say invalid username or password. So you can't just log in with any password. It marks the password that you have used. It communicates with the database and asks the database if the credentials that is used here, if they matches with what is in the database. So let me try to input the real ones. So my username was Owen, and let me input the password that I had inputted. So when I click here and click login, I should be able to access my dashboard. It will say, welcome Owen, you are now logged into our account. So from here, remember we had created a logout file in our code. So when I click logout, I'll be requested to input the username and the password again. The same for Kevin. Let me input Kevin. So whenever I input maybe a wrong password, it will automatically say invalid username or password, because when it communicates with the database and gets that we have used a wrong password, we can't be able to access our account. So let me change the username and input his username, which was Kevin, and then the password, let me input the correct password. So when I click that, you will see it will say you are now logged in, and welcome Kevin, you are now logged into your account. So from here you can adjust anything. So that's how you connect your database with your form in a very simple way. So if you're in login, you can decide to go back into register, and if you're in register, you can decide to go back into login. So guys, you can do all that by following the steps that I have shown you. So guys, make sure if you have not subscribed to this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button for more content like this. So all this source code, you will get it from my description. I'll input the link on my description where you can be able to access all this source code and try to work with it by yourself. So you can even decide to change what is in the dashboard. You can decide to input anything. Maybe when someone logs in, what he or she can see. You can change everything here and input maybe other things, maybe other content, maybe for your website. So whenever you get this source code, you can integrate it. If you know how to work with HTML, you can just integrate it in a very simple way. Guys, go and try it yourself and share the experience on the comment section. So guys, if this video is helpful, please don't forget to like, share, and follow for more content like this. So guys, see you